The last we left off, it was the middle of October. We had just returned from our 14-month trip around the world and we were preparing for some time to unwind in the States while we awaited Thanksgiving. In the following month and a half, we spent time meeting up with friends, Katie did some motorbike riding with her dad, and we did some really exciting things like going to the dentist. I also spent a few weeks in Blacksburg with some good friends of ours as we waited for Thanksgiving with Katie's family. Our plan following Thanksgiving was to drive our car, Champ, to Oregon to see my family over Christmas. On the way there, we planned a week-long stay in Colorado where we would be meeting up with our friends Jesse and Katie number 2 for a few days of skiing and exploring central Colorado. After the week in Colorado, we wanted to hit up the Grand Canyon, Las Vegas, Yosemite, and San Francisco on the way up to Oregon. As we left on December 1st, this gave us 25 days in which to accomplish all this in order to be in Oregon for Christmas. Ultimately, we made it to Oregon with plenty of time to spare, on Christmas Eve. After spending some time in Oregon, we were to head back to Virginia by way of Salt Lake City, Mount Rushmore, and Chicago. The next few videos cover this trip across the states. Enjoy.
Okay, today is the 30th of November and we are starting a journey to go across the United States to see Eric's parents. And it starts here in Fredericksburg, Virginia. Right now we are starting at 0 miles. We are sitting in my parents' driveway. We've been home for 5 weeks, so the journey does not end for a while. We're probably going to be driving around for a month or possibly some change, I don't know. We got a lot of ideas, and now we're gonna hit the road. Alright, so we've gone to the Dunn house, and they let us spend the night, and it is now 7:30 in the morning. We got up at 6, around 6. It's 7:30 in the morning, and we're hitting the road, heading towards St. Louis to see the Coble clan, and staying the night with them. So it's going to be about 11 hours until that happens, so it's going to be a while. Wild and wonderful West Virginia. We are on our way. My first ride through West Virginia was pretty uneventful. There was a lot of snow, and we actually went through a point where it was on the ground and sticking, so that was a little scary, but other than that, just a little bit of flurries, and West Virginia is a little boring. And now we're in Kentucky. Okay, so we've managed to get to St. Louis, Missouri, and we're hanging out with the Cobles, Sarah and Kyle. And Kyle currently teaches an international business class. And in that class, he has shown a few of our videos from our travels to his students. And I guess just showing them different customs, different pieces of culture and stuff like that. So last night, he asked us if we wanted to go talk to his class. And we kind of just were like, really? You want us to do that? So we're sitting in the car. It's like 10 o'clock almost, and we're heading towards the university to go talk to a class of students about cultures and customs in the places that we've been. So, should be interesting. Updates to come. We're currently at St. Louis University, SLU, and this is the school that Kyle's going to get his PhD, and he has an international business class. And he took us in there, and he's already shown some of our videos in the class. The class kind of knew who we were a little bit. They didn't have an understanding of where we'd been, how long we'd been gone, or what exactly we did. So we got to tell them a little bit about that. Some of the class asked questions, Kyle asked questions. We were probably talking to them for about 15 minutes just about like how we made money to do this, things that we saw, whether we felt any anti-American sentiments, what we plan on doing, and basically just giving them the lowdown on our trip. And it was pretty cool. We haven't done any presentations like this, so it was a little awkward, but still very fun. It was a good time.
So it's like 10:15 at night, and it's Thursday or something, and we're in Cloud County, Kansas, and we're in front of Walmart, and we are about to set up Champ, and then we're going to sleep in Champ, and we'll be giving you more information about that momentarily.
Get in, it's cold.
It's about 30 degrees, so it's not that bad.
Hi, welcome to our car. We have a lot of blankets and pillows and not a whole lot of stuff, just mainly blankets and pillows and curtains.
And yeah, we're still in the Walmart parking lot. So these dino curtains are pretty pimp.
Yeah, they're pretty nice. That keeps out the truckers. And I have enough room to lay straight down on my side, and Eric has enough room. Do you have enough room?
Yeah, my toe is way down there.
We can fit a snowboard. Both of our bags are in here. We've got a bag of food, and we have at least 7 blankets, and 2 of those are sleeping bags, 2 pillows, and we're chilling. Straight chilling in my car, about to take a snooze. Okay, you might not be able to see me very well, and that's because the lens on here is quite fogged. Better?
Yeah.
Okay, so now you can see me. In the car, it is quite cold. Looking at the windows, this is frost on the inside of the car. So it is freezing inside here. Honestly, in our blankets really wasn't that bad. I mean, you just curl up in a little ball and you make your own heat, and it was probably pretty good inside our blankets and stuff.
My feet were really cold though.
Yeah, you couldn't really stretch out because once you get here, there's nothing really below you, so it's just really cold. But we're still hanging out in the Walmart parking lot. We're gonna... Go ahead.
I checked the thermometer on my bag. It is 31.
It's 31 in the car. Alright, so we're gonna get all the curtains down, get situated, and rearrange the car, and we're heading out of here.
So if you're for some reason curious as about, does this really exist, the nothingness it is in Kansas? It does, in fact. It is very straight roads and very much of nothing. There are some huge windmills over here, which are kind of nifty, but yeah. So we're here in Cawker City, Kansas, and we have come for a very important monument. The largest ball of twine in the world. Let's get a look. There she is. Let's do a quick runabout, huh? Who's excited? I was thinking about putting it in Champ and taking it home. It does smell alright. And check this out. It has its own mailbox. Seriously, there's nothing out here.
First corner, pretty hard. Oh, that was awesome. That's one of the best slides I've ever been on.
You gonna do it again?
Yeah.
So we found something in Kansas. A big field full of cars. It's actually pretty amazing how they're just kind of randomly strewn.
We have made our most recent acquisition. Is that adding? Acquisition at the airport today, in Denver, Colorado. So Sitwell managed to find Katie and Jesse, and we are heading to our hotel now, which is like 2 hours away. So we're gonna be in the car for a while, and they're snug. They're real snug with all of our stuff. They're kitchen sinkers, and we didn't realize that, so we weren't ready for that.
I'd like to point out, we did not bring a fucking snowboard.
I don't even have anything to say to that. I came prepared. You better have lots of prepared stuff in that bag.
All kinds of shit.
Okay. That's enough. So, how are things going right now?
The car smells so bad.
Oh my god, what?
You see what I'm dealing with all the time? These people refuse to get in the car for literally 30 seconds. Alright, so we have made it to Indian Peaks in Colorado. And our door's open, so here we go. Top floor, people. Top floor. That's a hot tub. Kitchen, Jesse, fart master. Nice girl that's putting up with it. Living room with a fireplace, but I don't know really how that's gonna work. Alright, so there are 2 bathrooms. That's the shit. I tried to...
We're gonna need to rearrange furniture.
What happened?
Another bathroom?
This had happened.
I can't turn on the light, so on that note, we can't turn on the light.
This had happened. We're gonna have to rearrange some furniture.
Stupid now. We made our way to Central City, and it's about an hour from where we were staying, and a scantily clad lady gave us a coupon to ride on a Clydesdale carriage.
Great.
Hello. So I'm on my first carriage ride, and this is going really well. Preston and Heather are taking us down the streets of Central City.
So we are at Winter Park, and we are at one of the smaller bunny slopes or whatever. And this is the first time that they've ever had this happen. So this is their first attempt, Katie and Jesse, to go down the hill. But Katie, my Katie, is giving them a little bit of lessons because she has done this a few times, as we all know. And so far they've done okay on the lift. Jesse fell, but it wasn't devastating. And Katie managed to not fall. So yeah, from here forward, we're going to call Jesse Katie number 2, and my Katie either Katie or number 1. We'll see how it goes and whatever, remember. But there we go, number 2 is up. And that's good. She knows how to fall. That's accurate. Awesome. Something amazing about this mountain is it's so large that there's literally no other people on this slope with me. I haven't seen another person in quite some time. So I mean, there's people on the lift every now and then, but it's just everybody is spread out so thin that you get some solitude. It's amazing. It's a really cool place. There's also some pretty amazing tree skiing here. Like, it's not too tight, so you know, I'm not an expert, but I can still handle it, you know? Like, the trees are wide enough apart that you can have a good time without being, you know, somebody that skis 3 times a week. Whew. That takes a lot out of you. And a lack of oxygen up here, you notice it. Katie has snowboarded for quite a few years, but she's never mastered the art of what she calls toe stopping. It's when you spin around and use the toe edge of the board to dig into the snow to slow yourself down. In this video, she's doing a pretty good job. I'm kind of up at where the top of the mountain is right now. You can go up further normally, but because it's early in the season, it's not open all the way up. But it's pretty amazing out looking today, so I thought I'd shoot a shot. So we're up at the top of the hill, and it started to snow on us, and it's pretty beautiful. I don't know if you can see how thick the snow is.
It's snowing.
Look at this. Awesome. Remember, this is Jesse's first time snowboarding, and he's doing pretty well, even though he did almost hit this little pole here. Videotaping and skiing is kind of a pain. So this is the last run that we're going to make. This is the third day that we've been out, so this is the end of our skiing adventure, snowboarding adventure. This is Jesse and Katie coming down the Larry Sail, which is I think the one intermediate run that comes all the way down the mountain. So yeah, Jesse has made vast improvements since this is his third day snowboarding ever. Toe stop, toe stop, toe stop. Okay, so for the past 5 years of my life, I've had this obsession with this camera, this webcam that is at a zoo in Colorado, and it shows giraffes. So I have it on my computer, so every time I open my web browser, it's the first thing I should see is what's going on at the giraffe enclosure in Colorado. And this is the second time we've actually come to the zoo, and we're on the camera, and we just made a picture of us in the camera, from the camera, with the camera, so I'll show that. And you can see that that's the webcam capturing us. And then this is the actual, this is it. This is where we're at. And the giraffes are not out in the main enclosure right now because they're doing construction, but we can still go inside the giraffe house and see them. And this is the camera, the famous camera that is always providing me with my photographics. Giraffes, and I don't know what, it's pretty high-tech looking stuff up there, but anyways. And like I said, this is the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo, and they have a lot. It's a really cool zoo, actually. It's built into the side of this mountain, so you kind of walk up this hill, and they have really amazing exhibits, and the view is amazing, just sitting over this valley or whatever. So it's a really neat place. It's a bit of a hike from where we're staying, but you got this situation here. It's a bit fragrant in here. Okay, so we finished our afternoon up at the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo, and the Mountain Zoo is amazing. You feel immersed in things. You get down in the bear enclosure, and they come down in there, and they were pounding on the glass at Jesse, and these mountain lion enclosure, the mountain lions that go over you, and these ladies came out that work there, and they talked to us, and whatever, yada yada yada. The Cheyenne Mountain Zoo is amazing. But we've driven a couple more hours, and a couple, 7 years ago, I guess at this point, there was a South Park episode, and Cartman is going crazy over a restaurant in Denver called Casa Bonita. So we have come to Casa Bonita. And it's funny because it's just in a strip mall. and we will show off what is in here when we get in here. Katie and I came here a couple years ago when we were in the area, and it is an experience to say the least. So it's a Mexican restaurant, and we are about to roll on in. So let's see what we got. No Heelys? Is there a sign, really? Heelys, no roller skates, no roller shoes. Okay, so in we go. And all the stories for like every employee. Yeah. Yeah, look at this. What's in the back? What's in there?
It's just strange. Like the tiling is really weird.
You want to take this in there? It's running.
Why does it look like this? And the menu.
All right, so after you look at what you want, you walk through this, like, you're like gonna get on a roller coaster or something? Like, what's going on here?
We queued up for Casa.
Yeah. You come through this long line.
And there's a schedule.
Oh yeah, there's a schedule for activities. And then you stand here like ghetto ass cafeteria style. And wait for your slop. Okay, so then you get to this little area like from the line, whatever, and then food just like pops out of this little hole. And this lady confusingly asks you a bunch of questions, like what you ordered, and like, why do I have to tell you again what I ordered? I already ordered once, but let's see if the little, we're getting lucky. Here comes some food. Oh, no, wait, maybe out of this wall. There it is. Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Holy shit, that plate's hot. Katie? Katie?
Yeah. Oh, my bad.
Okay. Man, it's all Christmased out up in here. And in you go. And this is where the cliff divers are. And there's all sorts of just zany weirdness. And she's hooking us up apparently with a decent cliff diving seat. Well, let's see. Oh, a gunfight just started to happen.
I scared y'all, didn't I? Well, good, because I'm into it now. For all of you who don't know me,
And this is kind of what it looks like behind the waterfall. And this is kind of what Katie looks like drinking a margarita. And this is Black Bart's cave. It's basically just a dark tube. So this place is kind of a labyrinth. Apparently it seats 900 people. And it's difficult to, it's easy to get like lost just wandering around. But there's like banquet halls and stuff in here, so that's how they get the number of seating up so high. But that's not bad, is it? It's kind of cool.
ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Josh
I don't really know what to say about Casa Bonita other than it's kind of a mind trip that doesn't make sense at all. Like, why is there a little Mexican themed restaurant that has cliff diving and fire shows and really badly acted skits and mildly okay food and alcoholic drinks? Why are they doing this in the middle of Denver?
And Sotheby's.
Sotheby's.
Maybe it reminds me of
The whole thing is Yogi's Cave, but with amazing Mexican music and sweaty waiters.
He was sweaty.
Okay, so about an hour away from where we're staying in Winter Park is this amazing frozen lake called Echo Lake, and we've come out here and we're playing on it. There's plenty of signs that say you're not supposed to do that, but we kind of don't follow rules or anything like that. Even number 2 is breaking the rules. So we've been sliding around. It's really, really windy and very cold out here. Oh, there's Champ. Champ's too scared to come out here.
Let's get the car out here.
Yeah.
We are currently at Colorado's state capitol building in Denver, and it's a pretty epic looking place. But notice the Christmas tree and the lack of separation of church and state. It's a little odd to see in their capitol building. It's quite ornate in here. Lots of paintings and stuff. I mean, like, we can't get anywhere near the legislators or anything like that, so it's more just them putting stuff up for us. You gonna slide or what? It's a pretty good one. So, we've walked over to the Colorado Convention Center, and the only reason we've come over here is for this 3-foot blue bear. That's the only reason that we've seen to come over here. There's a lot of people here, so maybe something interesting is going on, but there's a blue bear outside. That's really all that matters. So you see this large horse right here? We've learned a good bit about this large horse. He has some of the scariest eyes in the world. And at nighttime, they're really, really creepy. We also found out he's gigantic and blue. I don't know how much he weighs or how tall he is, but the maker of this gigantic horse that sits outside of Denver International Airport, once he was done making it, it fell on him and killed him. And they still decided to put it up outside of the airport.
With the creepy red eyes.
With the demonic red eyes that glow at night. It's really, really just kind of, why is that up there? It's a little disturbing. So we enjoy seeing it every time we go by.
I'm 30!